to the Upville. Now we get into our Upville conversations, and on the show today is a group that recently landed about 2 days ago from Russia after bagging an award there and representing the country in Acapella, Onyx music group.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you very much for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
Now I have with me that is Warren and Nomalanga, and joining us virtually is Niti. Warren and Nangombe as well. So I hope you guys are connected. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, they can hear me. They can hear me, but it's good to have you guys. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, how was it? How was Russia? Let's start off there.
Well, Russia was amazing. I feel like all those myths and norms that we have about the people there.
The myths being?
Guys, you know what's happening. I don't even want to be the one to say it.
Yeah.
But because of so much going on there, I feel like we kind of like painted them blue-black, and then getting there we realized, wait, they're actually so friendly, they're welcoming, and they're so loving. Like, they were really, really good people.
Yeah. Now, Warren, how did it feel? You guys recently released Believe, and it's an album that is doing really well. You hosted an event and you guys were successful. Congratulations on that. But immediately after the release of your album, you're now called. What steps would you say you took for you guys to get to Russia?
Oh, well, if I'm allowed to say it on air, I think we took some big boy moves.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable at first when we got the news that we were scheduled to perform at the World Acapella Championship festival. Yeah. It was unbelievable at first, and then only up until we got there. Yeah. So when we landed is when we believed that
you guys
this is actually happening
in Russia. Maybe you thought you were going to
you know. Yeah, but I must say it was amazing. It was incredible. It was phenomenal. Everything was amazing, but the food.
Yeah? The food was great.
Guys.
Well,
it was different.
Well,
let's say the food was different.
It was different. We're used to our shima, but there was no shima for a whole long period. So yeah, but everything else was
was it on the last day where you guys actually found shima?
No.
No, it was towards the end of our stay.
When we went to the embassy.
Well, shima, which was actually not shima.
Not shima either.
It was called manka.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was close to shima. You know?
But before we go anywhere and before Joash and Nangombe come through, let's take a look at one of your performances, and then we get talking as well with Joash and Nangombe on the other side. Let's take a look.
Sure.
Jerusalem, Ihayalami, Ilondoloze, Uhambenami, Zungangishila.
And that's Onyx performing on the global stage. How many a cappella groups were there?
About 150.
150, George.
Yeah. So the competition had 150 groups, 21 from different countries, and the rest were locals. You know how vast Russia is, so they were from different cities and different cultures. So it was a whole bunch of talent and awesomeness. Others are doing a cappella as a profession, so you can imagine how much they were putting in.
The competition was crazy.
They were incredible. They were amazing.
They were amazing.
They were amazing.
Now let's get to Joash and Nangombe on the other side. And what I want to find out is you guys won an award while you were there, and this is the award. I'll just hold it up.
Go on.
Because you guys have been holding it, so let me hold it. You've been holding it since you guys came through, but this is the award that you won. This is the most loved group award. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Onyx Music Group. There is the name right there. But I want to get it from you, Joash and Nangombe. How was it winning this award, and what made you guys win the award? I mean, you guys are from Zambia, you eat mateweto like the rest of us. Tell us about that. Josh, can you hear me? Yeah, we are having some network challenges here and there, but we still get back into the conversation. Still on the award, how did that make you guys feel? Like, were you expecting it?
No, not at all. I mean, I feel like one of the things that we realized in the whole process of this competition was, wait, you have to believe in yourself before anybody else does. Because we were performing at public squares. So it's like, the more you do it, the crowd is gathering. And if you're not doing a good job, there'll be no crowd gathering. So you have to like defeat that fact of, wait, oh, are people going to come? Are they going to come and vote? Are they ready to listen to us? Because there were really, really good groups that did a great job. So for us, I feel like the fact that we believed in ourselves so much gave us that confidence to just beat the stage. We call it beat the stage, as in you have to beat the stage till people believe what you're doing. And it worked out. Every time we sang, a crowd was pulled and they voted for us. So as you know, the most popular group means People's Choice Award. And that means we were the most voted for group despite there being other Russian groups. I think that's
and the
amazing.
most paid group. Isn't that right, Josh?
We'll talk about the Ichola later.
Josh, Tuesday, so we have Josh and Nangombe back. But tell us about how that made you feel when you were singing, Josh, when you were singing Nangombe as well. How did that make you feel, getting to a point where now you are awarded with the People's Choice Award? Josh, can you hear me now? Imwe network issue. Can you hear me now? All right, we're still talking to Onyx. In studio, I am joined by Warren and Nomalanga. And joining me virtually, we're trying to reconnect them, are Nangombe as well as Josh, who are now with us. Josh, Nangombe, can you hear me now? In my technology, can you guys hear me now? Are they still in Russia?
Guys, we came back with them.
Oh, you didn't leave them?
We didn't leave them. Okay,
can you hear us now?
Yo.
Okay, let's play you something else that Onyx did, and you took the lead on this one. Ngatewa Yawe, a cover that was done by your map. Let's take a look. Nangombe and Josh are finally back from Russia. They just arrived like a few minutes ago. You know the network on the plane is that difficult. Airplane mode, Filia, get it? Airplane mode?
Yes.
Now, Josh, I want to get into conversation with you and Nangombe on the other side. How would you describe the competition while you guys were in Russia?
So, thank you so much for having me and for having us. The competition in Russia was, I'll put it in one word and say awakening. It helped us see what others are doing out there. We took our best, and we came back with a lot of lessons, with a wealth of lessons, and we're going to use those lessons to grow ourselves, and even obviously help others as well back home here.
Now, Nangombe, after performing on the global stage, what would you say the Zambian music industry is lacking, especially in the a cappella space, and what would you say it greatly needs?
Pardon, could you please repeat the question?
Okay. So after you guys have performed on the global stage, you've represented Zambia, you've won yourself the People's Choice Awards at the World Acapella Championships and so on and so forth. What would you say, from your experience being in Russia, the Zambian music industry is lacking and what it greatly needs?
I would say the Zambian a cappella industry in Zambia is lacking a lot of diversity. I think once we learn to be diverse and open our minds to different things and doing things differently, I think we would grow as the industry, because we noticed other countries take a cappella very seriously.
Yeah.
And take it very diverse compared to the way us Zambians do take it. So it's important that we learn from other countries.
Yeah. Now, Warren, what are some of the lessons that you say you've learned over the past week and a half when you guys were in Russia?
Well, for me, for the fact that we went for a competition and being an a cappella group, I think the biggest lesson for me was delivering a performance. You know how we have our celebrities in the music industry performing and how they're accustomed to how to handle the stages. I think we saw that at the festival, because that was one of the spaces that we were being judged at, how we handle a crowd. Like Nomalanga mentioned earlier, you had to. We were stationed at city squares to perform, like to just passerbys.
Yeah.
And so it was how catchy your act was and how you were managing your stage, that people could like stop and then make a crowd at your stage and then interact and love you for them to vote for you. So it wasn't that easy. You're in a foreign country, people don't know you like they know us here, where you would. But yeah, we were given 30 minutes at every stage. So 30 minutes is a long time if you don't handle it so well.
Yeah.
It could be long or short. So I think that's the biggest lesson I learned. I think if the first time we're performing in Zambia after the Russian event, I think people are not ready for us yet.
Yeah.
Because we really harnessed all those lessons, and yeah, there's so much to look for.
Nomalanga, I want to find out, what would you say is the future of a cappella music per se, now that you've seen what the rest of the world has got to offer?
Firstly, George, people need to realize that this can be, like, I remember that's one of the things I said. When we went out there, we realized, wait, this is an actual big deal for people. Like, if you see the stages we sang on and the type of organization they brought up, you realize, wait, we're taking this for granted where we are. And the fact that even if we take it for granted here, a group managed to go represent and win something, it means if we put more effort to it, we are able to do way more. But the future should be, let's take this more seriously. It can actually bring bread and butter for some people.
Yeah? Yeah, like the chola that you guys won at the Acapella Championships. Josh, but before I let you go, Josh, I want to find out something. You guys recently dropped the album, the Believe album, but the noise has been around you guys traveling to Russia and making moves. Why isn't the Believe album being promoted as much?
Sorry, I didn't get the first part of the question. I just got the last one, so maybe you can just repeat the first part.
All right, now there hasn't been like so much buzz around the Believe album since it was dropped. I know that there was Vocomania. You guys promoted the album here and there, but a few months down the line, it's just been like quiet, and there's been like all of the noise of you guys going to Russia, representing the country. What's been going on there, and why hasn't the album been promoted as much?
Oh, okay. So thank you, first of all, for noting that it's not being promoted as much as it should. I think that's a wake-up call for us to also just pull up our socks when it comes to promoting the album, because it's an amazing body of work, and I think, like you said, it deserves a lot of marketing as well. So yeah, to answer your question, I think well, there is no specific reason why it's not being promoted as much as we should be doing it. So I think now that it's being noted, I think we will do our very best to get it to a level where everybody gets to hear the album.
Yeah.
And so far, I think it's doing pretty well. But if we put in a lot of work, a lot more work, I think it can even outperform how it's performed so far.
Yeah, I hope it does, because I was checking out YouTube. It's not on your official YouTube page, but there's a topic that has got your music, like the whole album. I don't know, is that by you guys or it isn't by you guys?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
So I was checking out the album. That was when I was doing my research and everything, and I discovered on YouTube that it's not on your official YouTube channel, which is Onyx Music Group, but it's under a topic, because YouTube creates topics, and there's a topic called Onyx Music Group, which is a topic, and the full album is there, and the rest of your music. Is it by you guys or somebody just put it up?
No, it's actually still under us. Yeah.
All right. And Nangombe, before I let you guys go, I want to be able to find out what you would say, or how you would say that this whole experience has added value to the Zambian music space. How would you envision it?
That wasn't very clear. I don't know if you can.
I think these guys, you are still in Russia. Please welcome back to Zambia. How would you say?
We don't have this problem in Russia, so.
Wow. No, I deserve that. We deserve that as a country. But how would you say that this whole experience has added value to the Zambian music industry?
So you're asking about the experience that we had in Russia, the impact it has?
Yes, on the Zambian music industry. Would you say it has any impact whatsoever?
So I think this, like I mentioned earlier, when we went that side, we learned that there's so much diversity in the capella space.
Yeah.
And once we take it up, like specifically, once we take it up as a group to be more diverse, unlike being in the small space that we're in, I think it's really going to bring a different and huge impact on the music industry in Zambia. We have hip hop, we have these other genres that are doing well, but I don't think a cappella is doing so well compared to the other genres. So I think if we pull up our socks as a group and as an a cappella industry, it's going to help us grow that space music-wise in the music industry at large.
And just to add on, there is also a lot of money that's being made out there. You know, a cappella is actually very commercial. It's just as commercial as any other type of music out there. So since we've been exposed to that out there, we're now bringing it back home and just, I think, putting the value that a cappella has right where it's supposed to be.
All right, I did say you guys made money.
I think I didn't get the memo.
I did say you guys did make. What's the Zambian economy to you guys right now?
Guys,
Well,
there's no Zambian economy. Like, you guys don't even experience load shedding anymore.
I'm just saying, everything you do.
I'm telling you, it took like over 24 hours from the time I charged my phone on the Emirates flight, and I was shocked. I'm like, what's happening?
No
like, why
power.
are we having so much load shedding?
Well, welcome back to this country, and congratulations on representing the country, and also on a great album, which is Believe. My favorite song off the album so far is Ndeto Tela. It's a beautiful piece of work. I love the vocal agility on it and the playfulness that it has. So congratulations, and I hope it gets promoted.
Thank you.
And not just going to Russia. So thank you very much.